Ever wonder why she pulls away, even when you're doing everything right? It's not what you said, it's what you don't understand. Every woman, no matter how confident, successful, or emotionally detached she seems, has psychological pressure points, emotional triggers, weak spots, and if you knew how to navigate those, she wouldn't be pulling away. She'd be chasing you. I'm going to expose the 10 psychological weak spots most men never notice and how to lead with clarity, not confusion. I'm not here to bash women. I am one. This isn't manipulation. It's awareness. Let's get into it. 1. Validation addiction. We say we don't need attention, but scroll our feeds. Look at the filters, the curated photos, the "I just felt cute" captions. Here's the truth. Women crave validation from the world, from you, from our own reflection. And when you give that validation too freely, too quickly, too predictably, it loses power, but hold it back just enough. Make us earn it. Now you've triggered the addiction. We start chasing, performing, wanting to prove we're still that girl in your eyes. Validation is our drug. If you understand that, you control the dose. 2. The hook of uncertainty. You've been told women want consistency. That's half true. Long term, yes, but what hooks us? What keeps us up at night wondering what you're thinking? Uncertainty. The guy who doesn't always reply right away. The one who doesn't show his full hand. The one whose attention we haven't quite figured out. That tension, that edge, it makes us lean in, because we only obsess over what we can't quite hold. 3. Emotional mirrors. The deepest female connection comes when a man sees us, not just our body or our words, but our emotions. Most guys try to fix us. Some ignore us. Few understand us. But the man who mirrors our emotion calmly and confidently wins our full attention. Say something like, "You feel overwhelmed right now, like nothing's in your control, right?" And we melt, not because we're weak, because we feel safe, and that safety unlocks everything. 4. Fear of replacement. Every woman wants to feel irreplaceable. But the second we sense you've moved on, or worse, upgraded, our mind spirals. Who is she? Why is he pulling away? Was I not enough? We may not even love you. But the idea of losing your focus, that sets off survival instincts. So when you stop caring, when you pull back your energy, we come running not because you chased us, but because we felt the gap. 5. Status sensitivity. We may not talk about it openly, but we feel status. Deeply, not just money, but presence, how others treat you, how you carry yourself, how you move through rooms like you belong in everyone. A man who doesn't need to say he's valuable because it's obvious. We notice, we feel it, and the women who said they weren't interested, suddenly, they are. 6. Emotional containment. Here's a test you never knew you were being graded on. Can you stay calm when we spiral? Can you hold space when we're emotional without reacting? Because when we lash out, cry, go cold, pick fights, we're not always looking for drama. We're looking for strength, not the kind that yells back or storms off. The kind that stays grounded, calm, centered. That man, we trust him. And a woman's trust is the foundation of her loyalty. 7. Our own words, reflected back. This is subtle but powerful. Remember what she said weeks ago about her values, her standards. Now use it gently when her behavior doesn't align. You told me you hate when people play games, so why are you? It hits differently when our own words are the mirror. It shocks us. It forces us to check ourselves, not to manipulate, but to hold us accountable. 8. Scarcity of real masculine energy. There's no shortage of loud guys online yelling about being alpha. But real masculine energy. It's rare, it's stillness, direction, emotional control. A man who doesn't seek approval, who isn't triggered, who doesn't explain his worth. When you embody that energy without trying to prove it, we feel it. And even if we don't understand why we start leaning in, we chase what we can't fully define. 9. The power of silence. We often use silence to punish. But when you go silent, not in anger, but in detachment, we panic. Now we don't know where we stand. Now we wonder what you're thinking. Now we question our grip on you. And that uncertainty, that's when we reflect, obsess. That's when we start typing out that first message. You don't always need to explain yourself. Sometimes silence says more. 10. Self-respect that doesn't bend. Here's the ultimate weakness. A man with unshakable standards. He doesn't negotiate his values to win a woman. He doesn't chase after disrespect. He doesn't stay where he's tolerated. He'd rather walk alone than be with someone who doesn't truly see him. And that kind of self-respect. It's terrifying because we know we can't manipulate him.
We either rise to meet him, or we disappear from his life. Final reflection, her weaknesses aren't weapons. They're keys, not for control, but for understanding. Because when you understand what drives feminine behavior, you stop getting confused by it.
You stop chasing chaos. You stop handing your power away. You start choosing yourself. You start leading. You stop chasing. You start attracting. And if she reaches for you now, it's not because of what you said. It's because of who you've become. So hold the frame and watch what follows.